Welcome to Armin's Tech Talk. This is Armin's Tech Talk for January 9th of 2021. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to start making CES, Consumer Electronics Show's predictions. Originally, I had planned to do this as one video, but I know you guys don't really want to sit around for about 25 minutes and hear me ramble on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down into the specific companies that I'm making predictions about. We have Nvidia, LG Electronics, and Asus ROG, or Asus Republic of Gamers, that we're going to be talking about. And today I'm going to start here with LG Electronics. Now, as a lot of you may know, LG Electronics has the display arm and they have the electronics arm. The electronics arm is the branch of the company which sells televisions and monitors to you and me. They may also sell them as more complete products to businesses out there in the world. Now, on the display side, you have the arm of LG, which is coming up with the technology which is put in these finalized products. Now, the display side can also sell technologies to other companies to be used in their products. And this is how LG, of course, makes their money. In years past, we have seen LG Display make technology which was included in Panasonic's OLED products, which were available in Europe, now starting to become very limitedly available in the United States. But I digress, because today we're here to talk about LG. Segueing from the Pro panel, there is talk that LG Electronics may start using that Pro panel in their OLEDs for 2021 to make the screens brighter. OLED, unlike LCD, has been criticized that it can't get as bright. Now, this has been, of course, the back and forth on that is LG OLEDs can get darker. They can have infinite blacks. The pixels can literally turn off, so that you still have a really great contrast on the televisions without the televisions getting quite as bright. However, if they do include what is more or less a heat sink in the televisions, it allows the television to dissipate heat more quickly, allowing the TV to really ramp up the brightness. And this is rumored to be looking at an increase of 100 to 200 nits, bringing the LG OLEDs from about 720 nits to about 920, 940 nits, really getting close to that 1000 nit peak brightness that we saw in LCDs a few years ago. Coupled with the infinite blacks, we are really looking at an image that should really, really pop. Now, I think that LG is going to be very selective on where they include this technology, as it does add cost to the OLEDs, which brings us into our next prediction. LG is rumored to be working on a new screen size. Now, we've already seen Panasonic, or no, it wasn't Panasonic, I believe it was Sony, announce an 83-inch OLED television, but I think we're going to see this from LG as well, although with LG, I think we're going to see the 83-inch panel be on both the 4K and the 8K models, because really, when you're moving from 77 inches to 83 inches, or on the 8K panels, you're moving from 88 inches to 83 inches, you're really splitting the difference of about 5 inches apiece. Now, and I think this would allow LG really to move more panels of that size, because they're cutting the glass, whether it's being used on an 8K panel or if it's being used on a 4K panel. I think it gives them a really good enough reason to make more of these. And of course, with the 8K panel, they're really getting back their investment, because those televisions are like $30,000. So when you couple those two technologies, the heat shield, and then the larger size, I think you're looking at a product which, of course, with LG fills in their price gap. When LG announced the C10 back in early 2020, the C10 at 77 inches started at around $5,000. Now, since then, it's come down. Now, I was looking on Best Buy's website a day or two ago. So let's say January 7th, January 8th, 2021. And the television sells currently for about $34.99. Of course, it's not common for TVs to come down in price, but usually it also means that next year's model isn't going to be quite as expensive. So I don't think we'll see 2021's LG C1 start at $5,000. Maybe we would see it start at $44.99 or $39.99, which then, of course, leaves that upper tier still to be filled to put in a new product. So why not put in a premium pro product with the 83 inches, the bigger screen, and the heatsink? I think a starting price of $5,000, maybe $54.99 would be a good place for that TV to start, and I think LG could really do that. The other thing I want to add with the heatsink, or this pro panel that they're working on, is that it allows your TV not only to get brighter, that 100, 200 nits that we talked about, but OLEDs are notorious when there's a full white screen of getting dark. Not quite as dark as a Panasonic plasma from a decade ago, but they get darker because of the brightness limiter that is inside the television, because it basically, the TV's trying to save itself from killing itself. Now, if you're watching something like a hockey game, of course, this brings down the brightness, and it brings like a yellowing to the screen where it the ice doesn't look as bright as it should, and this should actually help cure a lot of those problems if they decide to do this. Of course, I think we'll see this in products in the future, but this is what I think for 2021. Additionally, and this is a little bit more of a prediction for 2022, but this is, I think, maybe we could get an announcement late in 2021. But with the increase in size from 77 to 83 inches, if you watch other tech sites, HDTV Test, for example, Vincent Teo talks about how the sheet of glass that they use to make these panels for the OLEDs, you can get two 77-inch glasses out of it. You get two 48-inch glasses out of it, which is why the 48-inch CX also stayed higher in price, because they weren't able to get as much out of it. Well, if you're making an 83-inch panel, you got to take away somewhere. So there might be a possibility that with the 83-inch panel coming out, we might be able to get like a 42-inch panel. So another decrease in OLED screen size. And if they are able to improve the yields, as there's been talk about, then we could actually see maybe an $1,100 OLED at the start of a generation. Again, that's more kind of a prediction for 2022. I don't think that they'll do that for 2021 unless they save it for late 2021. But I do think that is possibly in the cards, that we will see another smaller screen size. And with LG pushing OLED as the premium monitor of choice, especially for gaming, whether you're gaming on PC, whether you've got an Xbox Series X, whether you got a PS5, whether you got the last gen consoles, LG has really kind of set up the OLEDs to be a really great option for gaming. So what do you guys think? Do you think it is... Oh, actually, there's one more prediction. I almost forgot. LG has come out and they've talked about, I believe this was a little more of an announcement from LG Display, not LG Electronics. So we've got to see if this comes to fruition. I could see LG doing this, but talking about a bendable 48-inch screen. Now, whether the screen is permanently bent or whether it can be flat or bent, because I know there was some technology allowing LG to do that a few years back, and of course LG has shown the rollable OLED, so maybe they could incorporate some of that technology. What do you guys think about a 48-inch OLED or a gaming monitor that has a bit of a curve to it, that will kind of surround your vision? They put out a picture of that. I will try and put that picture up in a news announcement. The person's sitting a little bit far from the screen. I probably sit a little bit close. I use a 55-inch OLED not a B, a C9 as my current monitor. I would look at I would consider a 48-inch bendable C1 as a monitor, as it would give me a little bit more space on my desk, and I think would be about the right size. But what do you guys think? Are you in the market for a 4K television in 2021? Would you be willing to look at something that is brighter, or that has basically versatility to put into your home theater rack? Of course, with a lot of these televisions, you are looking at $1,000 plus, but as time goes on, the prices do come down, and they also come down within the model year. So even if prices are announced and you don't necessarily like the price that's announced, keep your eye out there if you're in the market. Of course, if you like these videos, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content from my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to keep up to date with all the videos that I am putting out. Again, if you guys are interested in this series, I have 2 more companies that I definitely want to cover, that I'm going to be making CES prediction videos for, so do stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you guys for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.